The time has come to make a move. If you want to get into the college football playoff, you've got to win big games right now, and we have a clash of ranked opponents coming up in this one. Welcome to Chapel Hill, North Carolina, Keenan Memorial Stadium, the home of the North Carolina Tar Heels. As we'll see, a playoff team from last year, the LSU Tigers, taking on the winners of 5 straight, the North Carolina Tar Heels. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. And the Tar Heels will kick it away to start us off. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the return man's journey is stopped, but there is a flag on the play. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They'll give it to the back. Navigates that mass of bodies and gets 4 out to the 17. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. The give to the back. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a first down.
You know, the RPO game now in college football really puts the defense in a bind, and it forces them just to freeze a half second as they try to distinguish between the running back and the quarterback. Who's keeping the football? On that play, it was the running back, and he made him pay.
This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down. The give to the running back from the shotgun. How in the world did the offense retain possession? And it looks as if they buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. They'll leave it with him. Plows through the defense. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one. They've got a good chunk of ground to cover on 3rd and long from the 41. Back to throw, it's Hoover. Looking to take a shot. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. Fair catch is made inside his own 20 at the 17-yard line. So the North Carolina Tar Heels offense will take the field for the first time. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will. A really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game. Maybe see some new schemes in the passing game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
Caught over the middle. It's Shipp. And they pick up just a few on that completion. The Tar Heels come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. To the ground to try to move the chains. Another broken tackle. He's going to have enough to pick up the first down as they stop him at the 33-yard line. And the Tar Heels come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. Going for the big play. Makes the grab on the left side. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as he gets him down at the 37. The Tar Heels have their offense in high gear. Here's the handoff. Creates a little room. Oh, he's got some space. Brought down at the 26-yard line after a pickup of 10 yards on the play, and it'll be a first down. And the Tar Heels kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Lopez wants to fire. Got his man. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one.
Routes like that are great times to be quarterbacks. I got great, fast, speedy guys on the outside. Quick drag route. His hands, let him do the rest.
Leaves it with the back. Doing damage on the ground as he runs it down to the 11-yard line. The Tar Heels didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. Wants to go up top on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Culliver. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be first and goal. And the Tar Heels had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. Can the defense stop them again on second and goal? Looking for a path to the end zone to the right. Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone.
I think what you love about that opening drive for the offense is the balance. They were able to throw the football to set themselves up into position, and then he carries it in for the TD. You got to be able to keep defenses on their heels, and they did a nice job of that on this opening drive.
He'll bring it out. It's Turner. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Bottom field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Turning it on! Brought down at the 31 after a pickup of 10 yards on that one.
Love the play call on the RPO, and you're just really trusting this running back to be able to make a guy miss and then get into the second level. The offensive line did their job, gave him a crease, but that was...
There he goes! He's at the 30. Inside the... And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, LSU! What an explosive eruption into the end zone by this running back.
And this back does it a lot. That it makes big plays. When you can make big plays like this, it makes everybody's job easier. Oh, we can play action. Oh, we can throw it. But it starts with the run game, and this guy's setting everything up.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Final play of the quarter coming. Finds his man on the left. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. It's been punch, counter-punch throughout the early part of this game as we take a look at the first quarter stats. We've got a good one going here and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the second. First play of the period will be a second down. Lopez to pass. Fires to the big fella.
Well, that was pretty easy for the quarterback, right? You just need a few yards to pick up that first, so you find the tight end, put it on his body, let him go do the work, and you keep the drive alive.
They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. They'll move the tight end. Off play action on first down. A strike downfield. Huge plays like that can change the complexion of a game, and he's got it at the 22-yard line. An explosive play takes them right outside the red zone, and they've got it 1st and 10. Finding an escape route. Just plowing ahead. They make the stop at the 2, but he's got enough to give them a 1st and goal. The Tar Heels just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Slams it ahead. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
There is nowhere to run and nowhere to hide on these situations. You know the physical ground game comes into play inside the 5-yard line, and they match the intensity. Nice job. Everybody flying around to the football.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Tar Heels.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down into this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, rivalry game in the SEC. Of course, that's almost redundant in that league. But check this out. Georgia was like a 65-man mute button. They went on the road and silenced one of the most vocal crowds in football. And it's clear this Dogs team has adopted the mantra, let your play do the talking. Sure happened today. Going to be very interesting to see what the fallout from this one is, because as we know, you can't lose games in the SEC like this without some blowback.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Dropping back, it's Hoover. Fires to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Breaks into the open on the left. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. That makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Running to the left. Got room at the 35. There he goes. Huge plays like that can change the complexion of a game, and he's got it at the 22-yard line. This offense has to be feeling it after that last one, and they'll snap it 1st and 10 just outside the 20. Running into the open space. Touchdown, UNC! They get it into the end zone to pay off that opportunity. That was a lightning-fast drive that ends with a touchdown.
If you could string a few more drives like that together, man, we might as well get our popcorn out, because we're going to get a lot of scoring.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they'd get him on the ground at the 20. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. Complete to the left. And works it to the 40-yard line. That'll be a first down. Just about any LSU offense will make you hold your breath when they play pitch and catch.
Yeah, just such elite playmakers usually. Just such speed. And listen, when you're a defense, speed kills. And LSU, no matter who plays quarterback, they always got dudes that can fly out wide that absolutely scare you.
To the ground. He's got it again. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Back to throw. It's Hoover. Unleashes one deep. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. They couldn't make the connection on 2nd down. Now a 3rd and 7 to keep the drive alive. caught in the backfield. It's Dura. Third down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35. And the Tigers will line it up on 1st and 10. Using his legs, it's Berry. And he's brought down, but a flag is also down.
Illegal blocking.
A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. Offense getting set for 1st down. The give out of the gun. And they swarm him under.
Listen, I would feed this guy. Listen, I can run RPOs all I want, but I just need to know if it's a tie, give it to this guy. He'll make plays. He's got speed. He'll hit the hole. He's a physical runner, so I keep feeding this guy for sure.
And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming. The Tigers come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. They turn to the passing game on 3rd and short. And the pass is incomplete here on 3rd down, but there is a flag. Let's check it out.
Hold on.
We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. 7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. He lets one fly deep. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. So they'll send out the field goal unit. He's going to reach for a long one, a 52-yard attempt. The official says no good. After that miss, still a 7-point game, guys.
Hey, sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. Lopez wants to fire. He's got him. Breaks into the open. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. New set of downs after the completion. Wants to throw on 1st down. Pulls it in. It's Green. The offense will have to use its 1st timeout of the half. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Back to throw, time running short in the half. It's complete. Really putting together a threat now. They get the 1st. It's at the 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. Here comes the heat. Across the 25, he's got room. And the strategy of just letting the quarterback run until he gets tired is not a winning one. Another explosive play and another 1st down. And the Tar Heels are threatening in the red zone. Catch in the middle, it's Culliver. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. Going to swing it on 2nd down. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half, maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. And it's 3rd down, but they're going to go ahead and try the field goal and try to get points before the break. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. And now the lead is even bigger. So they get the late field goal right before the half, and not much time after this kickoff for an answer. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. They finally make the stop. That's going to make those halftime stats look a little bit nicer as we head to the break. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. What a scene there in Chapel Hill. What a fine performance we've seen.
LSU will put foot to leather to start the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. They open this third quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box, and we got to come out and meet the physical challenge of this offense.
Grabbed in the middle. It's Ship. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Gives it on the option. Oh, he's got some strength. And how much running room have they been able to find on the ground? Man, are they piling up some gaudy rushing stats. The Tar Heels, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Lopez to pass. It's complete to the right. Knocked down at the 25-yard line. Picked up 10 there and gets a first down.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half, so in the third quarter they come out and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really nice drive. That was a really nice throw. Just keep doing what you're doing if you're on offense.
Really good running. Gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16. And the Tar Heels with a second and short to keep this drive moving. From the gun, they'll try the middle. Headed to the end zone. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, North Carolina! How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5? And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17.
This is a guy that put a lot of pressure on himself coming into this season. He felt like he was ready to have a breakout year. He knew he had all the tools in the toolbox to be able to get it done, and he's showing it. That's his 10th rushing touchdown on the season.
And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get a back and forth going, Jesse, in this game.
They got to put some points on the board here. There's obviously a lot of football to go, so it's not necessarily panic time just yet, but I'm getting the ball into the hands of my best playmakers on this drive.
I hear you, Jesse, but not panic time. Have you seen my defense? I mean, I'm not trusting them to get a lot of stops, so it puts a lot of pressure on this offense.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
A 6-yard pickup that leaves them with 3rd and 4. Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. Dropping back, it's Hoover. Looking down the middle. He's got it. Just what they'd hoped for on 3rd down as they've got a first at the 32. LSU moving the ball quickly down the field. Snagged in the middle. It's Green. Touchdown Tigers! Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
It's so nice to have these big playmaking tight ends that are basically oversized receivers. Make a play down the field to him, huge catch radius, makes the play, and then I love the run after the catch. These guys can do this nowadays. He does the rest of the work and gets into the end zone.
I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Rides the back and leaves it. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Wants to go up top. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
They'll pick up the 1st down as he gets it out to the 27-yard line. The Tar Heels come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Grabbed behind the line, it's Culliver.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. And that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right
Now
now.
the play fake. Throws to the wideout. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down. And the Tar Heels are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Lopez wants to fire. Catch in the middle. It's Smith. Still on his feet. That'll be enough for a 1st down as he crosses the 50 and gets it to the 48. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They just keep firing. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance.
I know that one hit the ground, but you haven't seen that a lot. He completed over 70% of his throws in their last game. He's over 80% in this game. My old offensive coordinator, Sean Payton, used to say, bore me with completions. This guy will put you to sleep.
Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the 1st down. The Tar Heels come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. They'll try to pick up the 1st through the air. Finds his tight end. Lowers that shoulder and runs through another one. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the 1st down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6. Now on the option. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. Motion from the wide receiver. He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling. It's 3rd and goal and 3rd and long. Lopez to pass. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Touchdown, Tar Heels! And they take it in for 6 more points. That score will give them a little more room to operate here in the 4th quarter as they go for their 6th straight win.
Nice job on the route and catch by the tight end scoring that touchdown. And it doesn't matter what play this offense calls. All game long, everything has been working. This has been a masterclass in offensive productivity.
Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong and just take whatever happens in the rankings next week. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? After the incompletion, they go back up top. Grabbed behind the line. It's Green. Across the 35, out of bounds at the 36, and a really good pickup as they're starting to move. They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires left. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the fourth quarter. So your best cover guys on.
Intercepted. Man, they just can't get anything going. Going the other way, and he's got room. They finally make the stop, and not only the huge turnover, but the big return has them set up in business. And the Tar Heels will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, UNC! And the stomping has commenced. With that, they are closing in on bowl eligibility, but with this big lead and a 6-0 start, much bigger dreams for this squad.
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit in the rankings next week. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Looking to throw, it's Hoover. Got it in the middle, it's Watkins. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line. His offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. To the air on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. Oh, and he just dropped it so close to his 2nd interception of the game. Instead, it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Oh, they're after him. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42. Now 3rd and long, and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Time to take a shot. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. They'll lead the offense out there to try to get it past the marker and pick up the 1st.
And it's going to be difficult for this offense, man. Just where are they going to find the plays? You can tell that.
Going deep. Makes the catch. Converts on 4th down. Is still on his feet. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, LSU. They'll go to the air.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open, and he was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
If they're going to pull off this big rally, they'll need to get this one back. They line up for the onside kick. They'd hope to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
They'll put it in play from the 27, 1st down. Leaves it with the running back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. The Tar Heels with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Lopez wants to fire. Short throw to the sideline is complete, and he's out of bounds after picking up a couple.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to kick.
Throws toward the end zone. Touchdown, North Carolina! And the beatdown has ensued. Things a little more comfortable after that score, and much, much closer to a win here in Week 5.
There's no mercy rule in college football, man. They've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They are still chucking it, and they are still scoring.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Hey, guys, got a final score in a big top 25 matchup today. Nebraska endured a hostile crowd and the challenge that always comes with playing away from Memorial Stadium, and the Huskers came away with the win. It wasn't a blowout, but it is still a W.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Durham.
No cupcakes this week, fellas. This Big Ten battle was much anticipated, and at least one side can say it's a game they'll savor for some time.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. Making side adjustments here. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. Fires to the wideout. And it's incomplete, deflected, knocked away by the knee. Now 2nd and 10.
At this point of the game in the fourth quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
And I absolutely love what this defense is doing, man. You know exactly what time it is. You've got a big lead. They're going to have to throw the football. So more nickels, more dimes, bring the speed on the field, and get ready to play the pass.
I want to give a shout-out to the defense there on 3rd down, doing a really nice job disguising their coverage because it looked like they confused the quarterback. On 3rd down, really nice job getting back into that zone and making sure that ball falls incomplete.
Gonna take a shot. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. They want that clock to run. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Leaves it with the back. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive.
As a quarterback, you got to know in this area of the field, it's tough to throw, right? The windows, they open and close so quickly when you get down to the red zone. What helps you is running the football, but that's tough today because you're going up against one of the top 25 defenses stopping the run.
And they'll send the field goal team back out for the 2nd time tonight. From the left hash, he'll try to bend in a 37-yarder. Absolutely perfect. And they'll push that lead out a little further. That lead just keeps getting fatter, and this kickoff team doing a little running.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, fourth quarter is sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest of this way, and we're looking pretty good.
Looking downfield, it's Hoover. He's going for it all. He's got it on the outside. All by himself down the middle. Touchdown, Tigers. Once he got a step, it was all over right to the house.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
The North Carolina offense returns to the field. Guys, that last trip, a little disappointing having to take the 3.
Yeah, and I think, Jesse, you see so many offenses talk about getting yard.
Turning it on! He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. And the Tar Heels come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Grab near the marker. It's Smith. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. Looking downfield on first down. Hauls it in. Smashes through the tackle. And he'll be run out of bounds, and these guys are piling up some serious yardage totals. The Tar Heels will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Back to pass. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Now 3rd and goal, and tough yardage to cover here. Lopez to pass. Fires to the end zone. It's incomplete, and this ought to be a boost of confidence for this defense, getting a stop against these guys on 3rd down. And this kicker has had a busy night. The field goal unit is out there for the 3rd time. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. And that lead grows even bigger.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Pulls it in. It's Anderson. He gets it up close to the 25. Out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 24. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Pocket breaking down. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. A deep throw as the clock winds down. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a 1st down. LSU right back to the line. Wants to go up top on 1st down. He's taking a deep shot. What a spectacular grab there as they try to finish this game with a little something to feel good about. They use those back-to-back explosives to set them up 1st and goal. Wants to go up top. Touchdown, Tigers! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
And this QB's starting to do some work, man. The big explosive play in the passing game. You get inside the 10, you're thinking run. Everybody thinking run. You back it up with another pass, another great throw, and quickly this offense gets right to the end zone.
Time is against them. Still down by 2 scores, but they'll line up for the onside kick. Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time. When you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
They reeled off 6 straight to start the season, undefeated, bowl eligible, but when you have that kind of record, the possibilities seem limitless.
What a